Sure.
All right. Hello, Tina. And it's Tina Newwin, correct? With the Fenner Nature Center. I am so excited you are here to join us to talk about the Maple Syrup Festival, which is coming up next weekend. Is that right?
Yes, it's going to be on March 22nd and 23rd, Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on both days.
Perfect. It's such a family-friendly event. Can you give us like an overview of what to expect at the festival this year?
Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about. So this year is the 50th Maple Syrup Festival. So that's 5 decades really of environmental education. And we just had our 50th Apple Butter Festival last
Oh,
year. So another 50th in the works.
yeah, that's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of returning activities, but there's other new things that we didn't have before either. So we have our flapjacks for Fenner fundraiser. It's a pancake fundraiser. It's all you can eat pancakes for $10 a plate. It comes with a sample of real maple syrup that you can
Mm.
try. Keep your plate because you get to go back in line as many times as you want.
Oh,
Um, Chris Cakes is returning. They're the people who toss the pancakes, so you have to
oh,
catch everything. I don't know if you've done it before,
I
Julie.
haven't. I haven't. I have to try this.
Yeah, so they're Guinness World Record pancake flippers. They've been
Oh
on the
my
food
gosh.
known for having like being able to flip like the most pancakes in a certain amount of time. And it's not just flipping, it's like they're literally tossing them onto your plate. You
Oh
could
my
be standing,
gosh.
their aim is like perfect.
The kids must love that.
Yeah, so the kids love that, even the adults love that. It's
Sure.
something that's, fun for everybody and it supports Fenner. Um, we have our specialty maple products returning. So there's going to be maple cream, there's going to be fresh spun cotton candy, maple cotton candy, maple root beer, we have maple tea. So all these different things that are going to be there, maple candy. And then there's also going to be maple cream and candy demonstrations in the Davis
Oh
Nature
wow.
Pavilion. So a couple times a day, you get to go in and actually watch how it's made, different kinds of recipes that you can use maple syrup for. It's really interesting. And then as far as activities go for
Mhm.
every, we have indoor activities. So this year, we have animal encounter programs in the visitor center.
Okay.
So what that means is people will get to meet our animal ambassadors up close and learn about them, basically wildlife. Our naturalists are really great, or our education director might be the one leading that, where you get to learn about the animals. Some of them you might even be able to touch depending on the animal. Um, and then how they help us teach about conservation.
Mm.
Um, so we have that going on, and as far as outdoor activities, all the maple syrup activities in the Maple Grove. So you'll get to learn about maple sap production. You'll
Okay.
get to try tapping a tree yourself.
I wondered about that. Fun.
Yeah, it's really, really fun. And I'll go a little bit into that later. But you can also, get to try to taste different
Mm.
syrup that comes from different tree sap.
Oh
So
wow.
that's something that's going to be in the Maple Grove, as well as a bunch of other activities. I know our yoke lifts are popular ones where it's like a traditional way that do. People used to kind of transport sap back in the day with like a
Mhm.
wooden, and the kids love doing that,
That's
testing
with
their
the two buckets on the end.
exactly,
Yes, we
exactly.
have that. You shared that picture with us. It's a great
Mhm.
picture.
That's always fun because we get to kind of compare like the different methods of how sap was transported or how it was, turned into syrup. That's what we call sugaring, that sugaring process
Okay.
when it sap to syrup. And it is like an educational day, but it's also like a day to go out and just have fun, explore the trails, explore the park, and learn
Yes.
more about the nature center.
And so obviously this is for all ages.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be for all ages. I'd say it's just like a day out at the park, really. But you'll get to do so many different things. You'll get to learn more about, the nature center and our mission. And like it really does support us. We only have a few events like this,
Hmm.
where we get to reach such a large crowd. Um, helps us. It helps us
Right.
continue to serve the Lansing community.
So is there a charge to get into the event? Is that
No, so the event is free to attend.
okay?
Um, is a suggested $5 parking donation. It's not required. It's always appreciated. And there's going to be limited parking at Fenner Nature Center at our parking lot, but then after the lot is full, Dean Transportation is providing shuttle services from their
Oh,
lot. So
great.
our staff is going to direct everyone to their lot, and then from there they can take a shuttle.
That is so organized. Families like events that are organized. So thank you.
Or years and years of, learning.
That's what it is. Are there any other vendors, like besides the couple that you mentioned, are there other vendors that will be there?
So we're a bit low on vendors, but we do have a local artisans coming out.
Oh, nice.
So we have like tiny bit of woodworkers gonna
Mhm.
do commissions. We have blacksmiths coming out. Blue Owl Coffee is going to be here serving fresh coffee. But as far as vendors go, we are limited on space, so it's going to be used for all the maple syrup displays
Sure.
and actual sales.
Oh my goodness. It sounds like an event everyone needs to check out. Can you just tell us a little bit about well, like what makes Michigan unique for maple syrup?
Yeah. Um, So this is pretty cool. According to the USDA last year's report, we are number five. Michigan is number five in maple
Wow.
syrup production in the US.
Okay.
Um, so because
Oh,
of
fun fact.
knowing that fact and like going out to like a maple grove and getting to see all of the trees tapped and
Mhm.
learning behind the scenes of what it's like to go from sap to syrup and then onto your table, I think is a really cool um, opportunity.
Yes. Because everybody just thinks, it comes in the jug and it's just
Yeah,
there. So
oh,
showing the
like
process.
this is very newbie of me, Julie,
Mhm.
but when I first started, I didn't know like maple sap was pretty much like 99% water or like just basically like the sap is pretty much all water, majority of it, and the rest of it is sugar. So when you tap them straight out of the trees, and maybe it's not 99, maybe it's like 95. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's okay.
But it's basically looks just like water. It comes streaming out of the trees and it looks just like water and it tastes like coconut water if you give it a
Oh,
little, but
wow.
it
I
has
did
to,
not know that.
yeah, it has to boil for hours until it's really condensed into something that looks like syrup. So that is like the coolest thing ever for
Very
me, like
cool.
that, and I think that's a good opportunity for other people to learn about it too.
And there'll be options to buy like syrup there and other
Yeah,
products.
so that's the cool thing about like, those free samples throughout the day. So
Yeah.
whether if you're getting the pancakes or you're trying like different kinds of syrup at the Grove, you get to try the real Michigan made like
Mm.
syrup. So we have artificial syrup that we're gonna let people try, and then we have like the real maple syrup. And there is like a difference. I don't think
Okay.
it's too subtle. I think it's actually like the artificial one tastes a lot more sweet and kind of like straight up candy, whereas is like a lot lighter and it tastes I personally like it more.
Same, same. It's delicious. Do you have a favorite way to enjoy maple syrup?
So I'm kind of basic. I do like maple syrup on my waffles and pancakes. I
Mhm.
know people have tried it on vanilla ice cream.
Oh,
Tried it on like snow. That's actually a thing. Like I don't know too much about that, but I've heard about people trying it on snow, and my coworkers could tell you all about that.
we'll have to wait till next year to try that one, I hope.
But so yeah, I don't have a super favorite way. I'm still learning about syrup and sap in general.
What is your position with Fenner Nature Center?
I am the marketing and membership manager at
Okay.
Fenner. And a big part of like what I love so much about my job is that um, I come in and there's all these people with zoology background, wildlife conservation background, and for me, it's almost like a good thing that I get to be on the outside point of view, like everybody else. I get
Mhm.
to share everything that I'm learning, and I'm hoping
Yeah,
that they as about it too,
that's
So
great. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Is there anything you recommend for families, like either to bring with them or what they should wear or just to
Yeah.
make it easy?
So I would just say dress accordingly based on the weather report.
I know, we never know.
So just dress like you're going out to the park. There's a
Okay,
lot that are happening outside. But then again, like last year we had snow the night before, like the ground was just covered in snow. But later on it got really warm. A lot of things melted. I would just dress for Michigan weather.
perfect advice. And can you tell us the dates and times one more time?
It's March 22nd and 23rd, Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. But Flapjacks for Fenner is actually going on from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you want to get
Okay,
your pancakes, then just show up within that time frame.
perfect. Well, Tina, this has been fascinating. I've learned a lot about maple syrup, and the festival will be so much fun. What a great family event.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate like allowing me to share this and how it supports Fenner. A lot of the funds really do go back
that's
into
fantastic.
we
It's a
have.
win-win situation.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we work with lots of local school districts. We work with the annual summer camps, and that means a lot of our supplies and tools get overused or need to be replaced. And a big, big part of the festival is hopefully being able to fundraise for new visitor center displays. So
Oh,
it's free to enter the visitor center. We really, really want to fundraise for better enclosures for our animals. That way we could actually bring them up in the visitor center, make them more visible, give them better enrichment, and just really provide the needs for all of our animal ambassadors too.
well, I think that's a great thing to support, and I'm glad that, families can come enjoy something, but then it's also benefiting the park. That's fantastic.
Well, thank
The nature
you.
center. Well, thank you so much, and we will hope to make it out next weekend.
I hope you make it out.
Appreciate it. All right,
Thank
bye.